Question everything, for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, all right, so basically what they're telling me is the Democratic Party is fearing us into voting for them. Got nothing to do with giving us any tangibles, giving us any type of resources to our community or any type of economic growth or any type of policies that's going to help build economic growth in our community, especially with all the miles that we actually got extra in the form of 8 million more immigrants coming into the country. So they ain't going to give nothing that's going to help us in ghetto slums and hoods. Excuse me, because you know hand signals, but ghetto slums and hoods. But they want us to vote for them. You know, and what's up with this uncontrollable laugh that Kamala Harris got? What's going on with that allegedly? You know, because they keep seeing this laugh that I be seeing her do all the time. This ain't funny. You know, sitting in a position where you number one on a federal census for hate, ethnic hate crimes being against you as a nation of people, sitting on the federal census list as number one. It's not a funny situation for our people at all. It's a serious situation where we're in dire need for protection against hate crimes in this country. Always have been, ever since the country was established. And yet still we haven't got one yet. But I'm laughing. We're sitting in ghetto slums and hoods struggling with bare minimum resources at the we the ones who put 10 toes down on getting the resources, pushing for the resources, getting out and watching our people be massacred and lynched for benefits in the sense of the little ones that we do get, because everybody else get more benefits and more opportunity than us. They just don't talk about it. They pretend that us as Aboriginal Negro men, we don't want to work, we don't want to take care of ourselves. Yeah, right. That's coming from a mouth that blackface me, who don't want to hire me, who don't want to give me economic justice in the form of self-empowerment through reparations that they owe us through liberation, in the sense of what we haven't got. We got emancipation and proclamation to mass incarceration. And they benefit off that, because the more of us going to prison, the more opportunity they got to open up careers and jobs, from probation officers to lawyers to prosecutors, judges, you name it. You know, gang task force, undercovers, you name it. It's unbelievable the amount of opportunity and career jobs that they get to come to our community and chase down our young teenagers, young adults, and so on. So what's the giggling and the joking for, Kamala? We had a serious situation here. We haven't had economic growth in the last 150 years, and you laughing. But you talking about our people. See, our people won't be laughing at our circumstance when it's dealing with our grandbabies and our children that go into the future in such tragic situations that we are under right now. We have no real stronghold in our community anymore when it comes to black-owned businesses at all. But you laughing. I don't think that's funny. When you drive around our communities and we don't got no grocery stores that we own anymore after segregation. After integration. Because in segregation we had them. Today, they're gone. Hospitals, we don't have nothing. We the ones who started AMBULANCE, the emergency response. We started it. You can look up the history. Because we needed it, because nobody was coming to our aid. And yet still, we don't even have that anymore. We don't have nothing. We don't police our own. We don't have dominant police departments that represent us, that comes out to help our people. Because we see what happens when the colonizers come out to help our people. Even if we call in for our own benefit to get help, that might be our last phone call, literally. You know, seeing this happen more times than not throughout history. So it ain't something isolated or disconnected from our history. It's a reality to what we deal with. But you laughing, Kamala. I don't understand what's so funny. You know, all this fear about pushing that Trump is some sort of racist, supremacist, all this other crap. That's all it is crap. Because at the end of the day, it's white supremacy everywhere. We've been dealing with it for 600 years. We don't know who's who when it comes to white supremacy, because anybody can be. Let's just be real. You can't pick them out in a lineup unless they're already documented as. So with that stated, it's about policy. It's about what's going to benefit our people and help our communities. That's where we stand. And reparations is what we need, owed legally by law, for crimes against humanity that been done to our bloodline, in a form of land and money owed back to us that y'all pretending and playing on, that y'all haven't moved on at all. The injustice that is in America stinks. It's overwhelming for how much stink that United States of America has stepped into and been into for years now, hundreds of years. See, it's not the past, it's right now. And it goes to show that y'all been running all this long from justice, claiming that you're about justice and about honor. How do that work? My people been asking for justice since the shackles came off from as POWs in their own land. And yet still, y'all haven't moved on it. Y'all haven't did anything honorable in a sense of reparative justice for the crimes against humanity done to our people. Y'all want to play games, or we're gonna study it and then make 1,500 movies about 12 years of slavery and all sorts of crazy stuff that shows us that y'all already know. Y'all been new. How could you not know? It's no different from your documenting your prisoners today that's going into mass incarceration, to the point where you telling me you don't remember who you threw in shackles. You're confused. You don't get it. You don't remember who you redlined. You don't remember who you Jim Crow. You don't remember who you lynched. You don't remember who you chased down with white militias through race riots for years and massacred. You don't remember. You don't understand it. You gotta study it. That's a laughable matter. That's something you can chuckle about, because the lies are so great and so embedded and so woven into the United States, the greatest criminal empire to ever existed, to the point where you don't even know when you're telling the truth or when you're telling a lie. So no, we ain't afraid of Trump. Matter of fact, some of his policies will actually help our communities, especially the one dealing with the immigrants. Since we don't got enough resources to feed them and ourselves, as y'all give them and allocate funding for them, what we supposed to do? Starve? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of y'all out there with on those higher levels probably saying, yeah, that's exactly what we want you to do. Why? Because we understand that we are the most hated in the United States from what the federal census of ethnic hate crime state. And we know our history for how you really been coming at us and treating us for years. So you probably think exactly that way. Go ahead and starve. Well, we ain't gonna sit back and starve. And we ain't gonna sit back and watch you laugh in our face, Kamala, or any other one of y'all that's supposed to be appointed representative. We ain't here to save democracy. Democracy's supposed to work for us. Since we somehow lost the republic in which we stand one nation under God, since we somehow lost that, democracy's supposed to work for us. We don't supposed to work for democracy. Y'all sitting up there with all our wealth, with all our resources, as we vote y'all in, appoint y'all in, put y'all in to represent the people, and y'all doing is representing y'all pockets and y'all legacies and y'all mansions and hot houses and yachts and your private jets and so on. This is garbage, and it's time for the people to start speaking on it and pointing the finger at y'all for what it really is. Y'all don't need all the resources. Y'all don't need all the wealth. We don't need billionaires and trillionaires sitting down looking at us like they're gods and kings among us. We need that resource. We need that wealth. Why? Because we the people. We are the citizens of America and the world. And with that, we looking to see the redistribution of wealth, or we might just, if we can just unite. And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. For that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.